Hi everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good
Hello.
evening, wherever you're watching from. Hello. I hope you all
Hi.
having good day so far.
Hi.
So today,
Hi, Jatu. How are you?
hi, good, thank you. How are you, Prabha?
Yeah,
So
I'm great. I'm great. Thank you, Jatu.
thank you. So we are doing this live, and me and my accountability partner Prabha. So she's from Australia, and we decided to do this live because we know that so many people out there have doubts and questions about this digital business. And honestly, we were in the same when we started this business. So because yeah, let's be real, these days living paycheck to paycheck isn't enough. So many people like us looking for extra income, not because we are asking so much, but because of our uh, we have to have a better life for our families, rising of the living expenses, and world is moving so fast. So that's why more than 268,000 people in our global community. So we have the healthcare professionals, accountants, engineers, so many professionals, and just be normal people like us running this business as plan B, and later they turn this into plan A. So today we are going to talk all of that, and we are going to have an inspiring conversation with someone very special, and our guest today joining right here from New Zealand. She's a registered nurse and successful digital business. And so let's bring her on. Hi Jan, how are you?
Hi, Chatu, and hi, Prabha. I'm good. I'm good. Good evening.
Yeah, good to see you. Thank
Good
you
to see
so
you
much for
too.
Good
joining us
evening.
today.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you. Thank you for the invite. It's my honor.
Okay, Jan. So let's go to first question. So to start off, can you introduce yourself to everyone and share what inspired you to start this digital business? Let's get to know about you better. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, good morning and good afternoon. Is that you're gonna start or
Yes.
we're gonna
Yes.
start with a guest. That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. So, are we starting with me?
Yes.
Yes.
Of course.
Hello, everyone. Hi, Chato again. Hi, Prabha. Hello from New Zealand. And it's an evening here. So, hi, Remai. My name is Jan. I'm a nurse for 34 years now in total. A mom of two adult boys, a wife to a one skeptical husband, and a daughter who tried to make up for all the years I've missed with my aging parents back home in the Philippines. And so, what inspired me to do this business? I always tell people this. I wasn't actually searching for a business, I was searching for some, breathing space. And as a nurse, or as a parent, or as provider for our family, for my family, I gave so much of myself. And somewhere along the way, I realized my cup was constantly empty. I was tired of surviving, and I wanted to start living again. So this digital business came along, and not loudly, but not also dramatic, and just softly. It was like someone handing me a cup of tea, cup of tea after a long, exhausting day. So it gave me time, it gave me hope, it gave me options, and for the first time in a long time, I felt like I was choosing myself and my family. And that's it for me.
Thank you, Jan. Thank you for sharing that. So we love your story and showing that when we step outside our comfort zone, we open doors for new possibilities. So uh, I'm sure a lot of people watching right now can relate, wanting something extra in their lives, so more time and more freedom. So let's move to the second question, the common question about the skepticism, because many people were you ever skeptical when you start this, and did you ever thought like this is legitimate, or is this MLM or pyramid? How your thoughts about that?
Oh yes, yes. I was skeptical myself, definitely. I'm a nurse, so I've seen a lot of, every type of too good to be true offers, conversations and everything. So yes, the first question in my mind was, is this legit? It's always in our minds, right? Chatu and Prabha.
Yeah.
It was always like, for me, I thought, oh, maybe this is another scheme. I'm not even sure if this is true or not, or maybe a scam. So, but what made me stay was the transparency of the business. The more I watched, the more I learned, and the more I understood the system, the doubts slowly dissolved. So I saw that there were real mentors, there were real people succeeding. There's a real training and real results. So we can see that every day, right? As Chatu had said, we have 268,000 members now of the community, and we could see them, succeed and survive and really thrive in the business. And I remember even telling myself, Jan, you've trusted so many people already, strangers, even with your life on night shifts or day shifts. Surely you can trust yourself to try something that could change your future. So now I'm still here and I'm enjoying the perks of the business.
Yeah, thank you, Jan. Yeah, absolutely relate to that. For I also had the same questions, same doubts before, because as a accountant here, I did my diligence and checked the system, done all the research, and looked the resources. From Commerce Commission New Zealand, and once I understood this is a legitimate legal business, taxable business. So I felt more
Yes.
confident. Yeah, it is legitimate.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
Yes.
let's move
Yeah.
to the third question. So a big question is people always ask, did you have any business experience? So were you worried about finding clients, managing your time, because you have two boys? So wondering if you were good enough to do this business. So have you do you have any thoughts about, yeah, this
Yeah.
managing
Oh yes,
time? Because
honest.
yeah,
What's that? Sorry.
yeah, some people even they don't have time to watch the webinar.
Exactly. Exactly. But I think that was part of also trying to feed our doubts, right? Just watch
Yeah,
the webinar and then you'll see for yourself how the business goes or how the business is and how the business we benefit from the business, or we gain that how do you say that one, thriving in the business. I didn't have any business background at all. It was zero. I didn't know about marketing. I didn't know about the funnels. I didn't even know how to show my face on camera. I was too
yeah,
shy. I was really shy. And yes, I doubted myself a lot. I even wondered if anyone would even listen to me, right? If I could even manage my schedule. As you said, as a busy mom, I could manage my schedule with the family. Or if I would even have the courage to keep going and then get some, you said, clients or listeners even. But the beauty of this business is you're never alone. That's what I really love about this business. The training is step by step. The system works even if you're new, even if you're sleeping, it's working at the background. And the community, my goodness, it's really like feeling there's someone finally saying you don't have to figure it out alone. We've got you. That's what I really love about this business. And slowly, you know what? I said that I'm shy, and now I slowly found my voice and I found my rhythm. That's why I'm able to, how do you say that, cope between the busy schedule of being a mom, a full-time nurse, and the business at the same time. So, and before I knew it, I was also helping others rise with everyone, with the community and with me. And I found myself. That's the most
yeah,
important thing. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So yeah, we all that have I mean like we all have the not have the time, but we make the time, right? So when I
Yes, true.
started honestly wondering, if I had the time, because my plate was full as a accountant and two kids with my younger one at that time, not even 1 year old. So, but the truth is, this business has automation. Even working 1 to 2 hours per day, 2 hours per day is more than enough. And
Yeah.
as you said, the support system we have.
Mm.
We have a mentor, coach, and free training. We have daily drop-in sections, masterminds. So all of the support we have, and anyone can do this business with that all the support. So thank
Yeah.
you so much, Dan. Yeah.
And that's a
So
good thing as well. Sorry, Chato. I would also like to add, sometimes, during our break time at work, I'm so
hmm,
excited to really do go on on the training or even listen to our masterminds, right? It's a
yeah,
very
exactly.
big part of my break because I'm growing at the same time.
Yeah, yeah. Even
Mm.
I sometimes use my lunch break, maybe 15 to 20 minutes, to answer the queries I'm getting. So
Oh,
that's how we
nice.
are handling the business.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yeah. So I'm not sure, Prabha. Can you that I'm going to hand over Prabha. So for the next questions, can you hear us, Prabha? Or
Yeah, even I'm not sure. Can you guys hear me?
yes,
Yeah.
we can.
Can you guys?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
actually, I think
yes,
I'm
we can.
facing a little technical issues. We have a storm going on in Australia for 2 days.
Ah,
So I have some technical issues. I don't know whether you guys can hear me properly.
yes, yes, we can.
Yeah. Okay. What is our next question? Which you wanna project? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Jan, I have a question for you that everyone used to ask, like, what is your biggest reward?
Yes, the
And
biggest
biggest
reward.
reward that how long did it take to get a result of the business?
The biggest reward I had was I started last year in this business, and even when I just started, I was able to enjoy the business already and the earnings. I was able to go home and taking care of my dad. I took care of him while he was in the hospital, and I was able to go back home again when he passed on. And for me, the biggest reward was, yeah, being able to go home and being able to afford going home to the Philippines, right? You know how expensive it is, right? Airfare. And the other biggest reward for me is time. The time freedom and the time flexibility is very important for me because I get to spend a lot of more time with my family, the people who matter. And I get to, as I said before, to fill my empty cup. I was able to do that calmly in the morning while not even rushing half asleep. I get to attend to family events, or I get to spend weekends with my kids and my husband and friends. And I get to be present for my mom, who I have invited to come over here to New Zealand now, and my siblings. And I get to breathe again. And financially, it has given me the stability and extra income, because before I just prayed, just a little bit, Papa God, you just give me extra income to ease the budget of the family. But it has that income that came to me last year and this year has truly changed. They have truly changed the way we live without even sacrificing my health, my peace, or my family. And honestly, the greatest reward for me, as I said earlier, was finding myself back. I was finding me again. So, you just put, how do you say that one? You put much effort there to really give
Uh,
importance to yourself and to your growth. Because we're learning here, right, in this business, at the
yeah.
same time enjoying the rewards. That's for me.
uh,
uh, thank you, Jan, and we are so sorry to hear about your dad's loss. And the good thing is
Yeah.
you got time freedom to spend time with your parents, and that's the beauty of this business.
Yes, that's true. biggest problem.
Yeah, we have. I know it's flying to Bangkok is very, very expensive. And how did you manage your both your family time and your business?
Oh well, as this Chatu had
Do
said
you do
earlier,
you
that
do you need to spend?
Yeah. Let's move to the question 5 then. The last question, Prabha.
Yeah,
Can I?
okay. Yeah, what did you, the last question will be the important one. Like, what would you like to tell someone who is watching silently behind the scenes and still trying to figure out themselves what to do and what is this business and how they can change their life?
yeah. I think that's I've got a lot of those questions. I've got a lot of I can see some fence sitters there, right? So they're just observing us while what we are doing
Yeah.
and what is happening with our lives, right? I would say to them the same thing I said to myself before, that nothing changes until you do. We always say nothing changes if nothing changes. You can wish for a better life, or you can start creating it, even if you are scared. I was scared too before. Even if you're unsure, even if you don't feel ready. I didn't feel ready too, but I was tired of missing the moment, especially with my family, with my boys growing up. And I was tired of, choosing income over presence. So we just get to work and work and work. We always forget that there's always ourselves, and there's also our family. So I was tired of watching life move on without me. So my advice is just simple. You just get curious, as Chatu had said earlier. You have to go, how does that, give that due diligence to the business. You have to
Yeah.
search, listen to the webinars, go deep dive into the business, because if you get curious, you'll be able to understand why you are taking that first step, right? So do the deep dive. Your future doesn't need perfection. It doesn't have to be perfect, because we all started scared, right? Chato and Prabha. And your future doesn't need that fear, because it only needs you to be brave and to be courageous, right? And if I, a busy mom, a nurse, who used to hide in the room because my husband was skeptical before, to join Zoom meetings, if I can build something meaningful and global, as we said, our community is 24/7, then you can absolutely do that too. That's all I can say. Start scared, start
Yeah.
small, just start.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jan, for sharing that. It's so inspiring. I hope who is watching this live session, or maybe a later replay, they will be definitely inspired by hearing your story. And I would just like to wrap up this live session just to speak to the audience who is silently watching behind. This business has changed many of our life, and you can hear so many stories like Jan, today's Jan, and everyone. You haven't heard many of the stories. So this business is a real business, and this can change many of your lives. All you need is to learn something. We are not just saying that just come and you can earn more money and you can be millionaire. No, you can check this business. You have some learnings, and we have some procedures, and you can follow the step by step training. And after building, you can find, as like Jan, you will find yourself in this business, and your life, your future self will definitely thank for taking today's action. So all you need to do is sign up whoever you're interested in, whoever you're connecting with, and you can message on the WhatsApp, or you can sign in directly to the website the given below, or you can contact in the page. You can message to know more about this business. Our first step is a free webinar that you have to register your name and the email for the free webinar. It is 90 minutes. If you feel you can't spend 90 minutes, we have 20 minutes shorter versions you can watch. You will get to know little bit information in that webinar. And if you are inspired by watching that webinar, if you wanted to decide for the next step, and we have 149 USD, which complete 3 days to explore the business models and all about the business. And after exploring the all about the business, if you're not interested, you are free and well to take a refund. And if you want to proceed further, you can contact us and we are happy to help in the future. Thank you, Jan, for coming and sharing your
You.
Thank you so
story
much, Jen. Thank
Thank you,
you.
Chatu, and
with
thank you,
us.
Prabha. Thank you for the time, and thank you for the invite.
Thank you, everyone.
All the best.
Thank you.
Bye. See you.